Are you a dentist that's about to open a practice, whether you bought one or you're starting a new one, and you're wondering, when should I start my website or when should I launch it? Well, here's some advice for you. You're actually going to want to start that website or launch your website about 90 days before you actually go live. And you might be asking, well, what if I get phone calls? What if this or that? Well, here's the thing is your website may not actually rank right away, and very possible it doesn't rank for a couple of months because it needs to get out of what Google calls the sandbox. That can take several months to do. And most people say it's about 6 months. But the idea behind it is your website needs to be live so that if anyone were to go to your site or find out, hey, who's this new Smiles Dentistry that's about to open, they can find your practice. And then you could have something on the website that says booking in June or whatever the timeline might be. But you want to start it about 90 days ahead of time so that if you were to buy a practice, that old practice needs to have a way to contact all of their patients and show them, hey, here's a new website for who's taking over. Or if you're, say, in a social media Facebook group, and you might say, hey, here's my practice, take a look at my website so that you can book an appointment coming in June. Either of those examples, you need to have a website ready. And by having it ready 90 days ahead of time and not 30 days or even 2 weeks, is for the site to start ranking. Because look at this example here. We have dentists in Nashville. And if we look at all of these little red dots, there's so many of them that are already have 800 reviews, 200 reviews, 730 reviews. There's going to be some time it's going to take to catch up to those guys. And so you're going to want to make sure that your site can compete with them so that you're not playing too much catch up. And so make sure that you just take some time and think about, hey, what do I want my website to look like? How do I want it to come across to people? And you got to really think about, do I want to spend $250 with my nephew, or do I want to spend $2,500 with a website that's going to rank? And you really have to think about, what do your consumers want to see? Not what you want to see, but what do your consumers want to see? And that might be your ideal avatar is most likely going to be a mom, maybe a middle-aged woman, but they're typically the ones that are going to be calling to book an appointment for their child, for their spouse, for themselves. And so you really have to think about, how does my website look for those people? And so when you're building your website, keep that in mind. You're not building it for yourself, you're building it for your new patients or your current clients if you're expanding. So just keep that in mind. So keep that in the back of your mind. You're going to be starting this new practice. What do I do? When do I do it? About 90 days out. And then you also want to start doing your search engine optimization. Now, you may not have a lot of money yet to be able to afford to do your SEO too early. Now, if you can, I would highly recommend you do it. You're going to probably be in the range of anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 per month to have someone to be writing content, blogs, service pages, backlinks, the whole 9 yards. If you're on the lower end, you're going to get less, and it's going to take you longer to rank. And if you're on the higher end, you're most likely going to be able to rank faster. You're going to get more stuff done. It's possible you're going to get more new patients quicker. Just got to really vet through different marketing agencies to see what can work for you. Now, if you don't have the cash, then that's where you might want to just have the website done and then have your SEO start when your practice actually starts up and when you have new patients coming in. Now, if you're buying a practice, you may be able to have a large sum of money that you are taking out for a loan. That could be one way you could do SEO. Now, the thing to keep in mind though is it is going to take time. So if you're going to do SEO and be able to rank your site, keep in mind it's going to take a few months to actually get some results from it. And so that's why my other video that I recently put out talks about how you should start with Google Ads to be able to get new patients right away. And you may not even wait on your SEO. Maybe it's like 3 or 4 months. So you might do Google Ads, get those new patients in the door right away, get some revenue in from treatments and other things like that. And then you're going to move into the route of doing a SEO campaign for your site so that you can get more organic. And then you can have your marketing campaigns kind of work in tandem. So you have the ads, the map, and the rankings below that as well to get you new patients. So 90 days out is a good rule of thumb. That's going to be just for at least the website. SEO, you can wait. You don't have to start right away. Most of the time, you may not have the right cash flow for it anyway. You could have that loan, but you really should spend it on ads instead to get your new patients coming in so that you can get revenue. And that's where I think some people might even like lean you to coach you into doing SEO a little too early, and then you don't get results, and then you're like, hey, what's going on? Well, it's right here. You're not going to be able to compete against the guys with 300, 400, 500 reviews right away, and that's what we need paid ads for to get you going. So go ahead, watch that other video to learn about how ads work. But when it comes to a website, start about 90 days out for when you want to launch. If you have any questions or want a free consultation with me, you can click the button below and go to my website, creativelyinnovative.com, and book a free consultation, and we can talk more about what you should do before opening your new practice. Go ahead and hit that like button on this video and subscribe for more ways to grow your new practice. Thanks so much for watching.